Hi, I'm Jane from the Horse Life YouTube channel. In the last 3 weeks, I've learnt an awful lot in addiction recovery that is so relevant to horses and horse riding. Spending time with people who have been recovering from addiction to alcohol and other drugs has been totally awe-inspiring. To see their determination and resilience and desire to succeed has just been eye-opening. And taking part in some of the programs that they do to help them overcome their addiction and to help them plan for the future has given me a lot more tools in my horse riding career. It's probably also given me a bit of a kick up the bum to think, well, if they can do it, there's no reason why I can't do it. One of the tools that you use in recovery is SMART goals. And it's not just in recovery, it's to do with everyday life. It gives you a plan and a system to put in place to help you move forward. The word SMART in SMART goals is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. I can give you an example with some of my clients at work. They might come in and say, oh, look, I've put on so much weight. I want to lose 50 kilos. And straight up, I tell them, don't tell me that, because that's a big number and you'll get a week into your new plan and you think, far out, that number is way too big to achieve. I'm never going to get there. I'm just going to quit now. So when they do come in and they tell me they want to lose 50 kilos, I say, hang on, reset. How about let's work on 5 kilos in the next 3 weeks, or whatever they think is achievable. So you work with the person, with the client, because it has to be achievable and it has to be something that they want to do. Otherwise, they're just simply not going to do it. And it has to be taken in little steps. When it's achievable and you get to that step, then it gives you a whole heap of determination to then get to the next step. And then that's how it keeps snowballing into finally you achieving your goal. So when you relate that to horse riding, you might think, oh, just like me, I haven't been riding all summer, you know, it's going to be hard. I've got a competition coming up. Oh, I'm never going to get there. I can't even be consistent. You've got all of these little things going on in your head. But you need to break them down and set yourself some SMART goals. So specific, well, I've got a competition in 3 months' time. Measurable, well, I want to score better in that competition than I did in the last competition. Achievable, I'm pretty sure it's achievable unless something extremely drastic takes place in the meantime. Relevant, well, it's definitely relevant to my lifestyle because my lifestyle is based around my horses. So it's something I'm going to want to do. And then in a timely manner, well, I have to set myself lots of little goals that I can achieve in a timely manner. So those little goals might be this week, I've got 7 days in the week, I work for 5 days. How many times a week can I realistically ride? Realistically, it might only be 3 times. On the odd occasion, there might be an extra day where you get a few spare minutes that you might get in a 4th ride. But don't go setting yourself a goal of riding, I'm going to ride for the next 7 days, knowing that Tuesday you're going to get home late because something else after work. So you know that's 1 day out already. I'm sure there's possibly a day there that you would want to have a rest day or a complete break from work and chores and everything else. So you might cut that day out. So that's why it has to be achievable and that has to be in a timely manner. So when you set all those little goals in place and keep yourself accountable, it makes your goals more achievable. My goal for this ride was to ride for more than 10 Ks because, well, I would like to go on a 20K ride by the end of my holidays, which is about 2 weeks away. So we have to work up to that. We can't just jump on the horse and do 20 Ks in one go, unless you've got an endurance horse. So today the plan was to come for a minimum of 10 Ks to increase his fitness, to increase my fitness. So we're just slowly going to build it up bit by bit until we're going to finally get to our 20K goal, which might be the very last ride for the holidays. It will still be an achievable and reachable goal to get done in the next 2 weeks. And leading on from that, we've got a competition in May. So all of this fitness is just going to help us with the competition coming up as well. With consistency comes improvement. I hope this video has helped you clear some things up in your mind about your goals and given you a plan to set some goals for the future. Doesn't matter how small, doesn't matter how big. If they're big though, make sure you set them in small steps so that they're actually achievable. In the next video, we're going to talk about the stages of change. And if you haven't heard about that, either look it up or stay tuned. Subscribe, like, share with your friends, share with your enemies if you think they need some help too. And I'd love to see you in the next instalment.